So, namaskar all of you. Odisha Civil Service Mains Optional Law Test Series ro test number 5 तार क्वेश्चंस आज हम डिस्कस करिवी जो हमारा ऑप्शनल टेस्ट सीरीज चलची लॉ ऑप्शनल भी सतर दिया होची टोटल 13 टा ऑप्शनल अछि एतरे सो ईच ऑप्शनल रे हमरो 16 टा टेस्ट रहउची सब गुला 3 घंटा रो टेस्ट प्रथम 10 टा टेस्ट सेक्शनल रहउची लास्ट 6 टा टेस्ट आपनकर फुल सिलेबस रहउची सो 3 टा बैच रहिची यार फर्स्ट बैच जुलाई रे स्टार्ट हेतला सेकंड बैच अगस्त 1 रे स्टार्ट हेची आउ लास्ट बैच टा 10th अगस्त रे स्टार्ट हो सो लेट अस गो टू द क्वेश्चंस एटा ऑप्शनल टेस्ट सीरीज कथा कहली ठीक सेमती हमर जीएस और कंपलसरी पेपर रो भी टेस्ट सीरीज रहउची जो थरे जीएस रो 55 टा टेस्ट रहउची द जीएस रो 4 टा पेपर्स एसे कंपलसरी इंग्लिश और कंपलसरी ओडिया एथरे कवर होउची आर अभी 3 टा बैच 1 जुलाई रे स्टार्ट हेतला बैच 2 एबे अगस्त 1 रे स्टार्ट हेची और लास्ट बैच अगस्त 10th रे स्टार्ट हो सो लेट अस स्टार्ट विथ द लॉ ऑप्शनल सिलेबस आरो रहिची पेपर 1 रो सुप्रीम कोर्ट एंड हाई कोर्ट्स पावर्स एंड जुरिस्डिक्शन यूपीएससी and the state PSCs powers and functions distribution of legislative powers between union and states administrative relation between union and states or emergency provisions so let us start section A how does the doctrine of curative petition safeguard against judicial errors in supreme court decisions and what are the limitations to its applicability question 2 examine the evolution of basic structure doctrine through the judiciary's interpretative powers. Does it limit legislative amendments to the Constitution? Question 3. To what extent do the advisory function of UPSC under Article 320 ensure impartiality and transparency in public services? Question 4. How do the provisions of Article 315 ensure the independence of Public Service Commission and what challenges arise in practical implementation? Question 5. How does the doctrine of pith and substance resolve conflicts in legislative competence between union and state? Provide recent case laws. Question 6. What is the significance of residuary powers granted to union under Article 248 and how it has been interpreted by the judiciary? Question 7. How does Article 256 ensure that administrative harmony between union and states and what are the challenges in its practical application? Question 8. Discuss the role of interstate council under Article 263 in resolving administrative disputes between union and the states. Is it effective? Question 9. How does the proclamation of a national emergency under Article 352 affect the distribution of legislative and executive powers between union and states? Question 10. Examine the constitutional safeguards to prevent misuse of Article 356, that is President's rule. Have they been effective in ensuring federalism? Question 11. The judiciary must remain forever vigilant against encroachments on the Constitution. Discuss in context of judicial activism in India. Question 12. A constitution is not merely a document of governance, it is a testament to the people's will. How does Supreme Court hold the principle through its interpretation? Now question 13 section B eta 300 words se likhibe 20 marks. Justice is not a cloistered virtue. How does this principle guide the public accountability of judiciary in India? Question 14. What role does the judiciary play in scrutinizing and proclamation and continuation of emergency powers analyzed with relevant case laws? Question 15. How does the appointment and transfer of governors under Article 155 impact the administrative relation between the union and the states? Question 16. Examine the impact of the goods and service tax regime on the distribution of legislative powers between union and states. Question 17. Does the system of public service commission need reforms to meet the demands of modern governance. Critically evaluate using examples from India and other countries. Question 18. Discuss how advisory jurisdiction of Supreme Court under Article 143 has contributed to shaping the administrative policies of India. So it is test 5 law optional law. So I wish you all the best. जो मैंने law optional नहीं की अक्टूबर रे एग्जाम दौरान। नमस्कार।